all right? Otherwise, I'd be like a billionaire, which I'm not. You know, and I don't know if I'd want to be. But I will tell you this, I do own this. And why? I have lived in some of the sunniest states that we have, okay? I grew up in Connecticut, sort of sunny, it has its sunny times, but then I lived in Arizona. If you don't have a sunshade in Arizona, say goodbye to the interior of your car. Say goodbye to the vinyl or leather that you have inside your car, and say goodbye to being comfortable in your car. And say goodbye to dollars and cents, because you're gonna have to put the air conditioning on 10 minutes before you get in. But if you've got the Sharper Image BrellaShade, which is one of the most brilliant creations of all time, all you do is open it up like an umbrella against your interior windshield. It locks into place. It's got this reflective coating on one side, and then it's color coded on the other. It repels and reflects those harmful UV rays from the sun. It'll make your car interior, when you get in it, after a few hours, up to 30 degrees cooler when you get in. So if you've got pets or kids and you're concerned about them, it is mostly 5-star reviews. I'll show you how it works. I've got one back here. So when you get it, it's gonna be all folded up like this, right? And it's gonna be in its little bag. I've got it in red, I've got it in pink, I got it in blue, and I got it in black, all right? So you sit in your car. Now, maybe you're used to the, you know, you got the spring-loaded one and you're all fighting it and you're trying to get the thing to fit in the window, right? Maybe you got 2 of them and then you're trying to store them somewhere. This, when it's folded up, I can store this right under the seat, no problem. So I get in my car, it's 95 degrees out. All I do is I pop it open. Maybe do a longer shot. Watch this, you ready? I pop it open. It locks into place. I put this in the windshield. The other side goes right on the dash and leans like that, okay? I can put the visors down if I want to hold it better in place. That's all I need to do, right? When I get in the car, no reason to have to say bad words or try to fold up one of those spring-loaded ones. You simply roll it up, put it back in the bag, and put it under your car seat. It's $21.95, all right? This is the DLX, this is their latest model. I own one of these, and I'm telling you, every time I get in my car, I used to fumble with those portable ones, pain in the butt. I use this, and by the way, it also is a great sunshade if you're going to the beach or if you're at a park and you just need a little extra protection. It's perfect for that. It'll fit almost every car and SUV. Look at that snug fit. See how it lays up against the dash? 787-510. I love this thing. Let me get Lou Caputo out, because I know Lou loves this as well. Lou, I told you I lived in Arizona. If you didn't have a sunshade in Arizona, people looked at you like there was something wrong with you, right? And your car would be fried when you got in it. So this is brilliant.
That's right. No, it is brilliant. You know, here's the thing, okay? So for the folks here at HSN, these are exclusive colors. You cannot get these anywhere else, okay? So that's number one. Number two is this thing compacts down to just a really, really tiny size. Fits in the your center console. I like to keep mine in the side of the door there, the little compartment that's on my door. So it's right there when I need it. And it just folds down to a nice little compact size. If you can open up an umbrella, you can use the BrellaShade. All you have to do is just undo that hook and loop, pop it open. Now, this is 52 inches wide across. It'll fit into the largest windshield that you got. And the sides of this are flexible. So even if you have a smaller windshield, it will fit in there as well. Now, if you look at the back of this, and this is also one of the things that makes this proprietary to HSN, the frame on this guy is not the metal frame that we're used to. This is fiberglass back here, okay? And that's something special they did for our customers. But at the end of the day, Guy, for me, this is the best sunshade you're ever gonna own, because it's the one you're gonna use. Like you were saying a moment ago, all the other types of sunshades that are out there, and by the way, really easy to compact, all the other sunshades that are out there, things like this, okay? Where you take this and it pops out of this thing, and it's this massive, you know what I mean? Yeah. And now what am I going to do? So every time I get in my vehicle, I have this conundrum. Do I want to use this thing? Because I know I'm not going to fold it up. So what am I doing? Throwing this into the back seat? You know, with the BrellaShade, question. It's like, okay, I'm getting out of the vehicle, boom, open it. Yeah. Oh, I got to go, you know, I'm at my location, boom, close it again. Anytime you need to do this, it's super, super easy to open. It's super, super easy to close. And there's the end results right there. Because it has that reflective material on the outside, it's going to bring the temperature down up to 30 degrees inside the car. And by the way, it blocks 99.9% of the UV rays that are going to go there. And that's what you were talking about. That's what damages your dashboard. Yeah. That's what damages the leather on the seats, Guy. Come on. your car is the second most valuable thing you own. Take care.
Yeah, and and if you buy your car and you're interested in resale and all that stuff, if your seats are all beat up and they're all cracked, that's just like our regular skin. They're leather. You got to understand, leather and vinyl reacts just like human skin, right? If it's exposed to high temperature and sun and UV rays, it's going to crackle. Okay, that's what happens to it. Or your dash. Do you ever walk by and see an older car and you're like, you see cracks in the dash? Where do you think that comes from? It's not some guy with a hatchet that's chopping up the dash. What happens is the sun eventually dries it out, it starts to shrink, and then eventually it splits, right? And it looks terrible. So if you care about your vehicle, moreover, if you care about your family, which I know you do, or your pets, and you want to reduce that temperature in your car, let me tell you something. I lived in Arizona, all right? And I know they say, oh, it's a dry heat. Yeah, so's putting your head in an oven. That's a dry heat. But it's an oven, okay? So it's still hot. It's like a blowtorch up there. That's dry heat too, but it's super hot. And if you left your car without a sunshade in it in Arizona for, I'm talking about 30 minutes, you would come out. Now, if the temperature outside, and I'm not exaggerating, the temperature outside was 105, which it was very often in Arizona in the summer, the interior of your car would be like 135, okay? Because it's absorbing all that heat inside and it can't escape. There's no breeze, okay? So there's no cooling. You get in that car, and not only it takes 15 minutes to get the air conditioning to going in that, because your air uses the air that's in the car. If you're in Arizona, you could be like, oh, I'll bring the air in from outside. Yeah, that's 105 degrees too, so you're not beating anybody to the punch there. What you gotta do is you have to take those preventative steps to cool down the inside of your car, and that's what this does. That reflective layer will push away the sun's rays, okay, and reflect them back out, and the majority of that sun is coming through the front of your window, right? It's not really hurting you too bad on the sides. It's coming in from the front. That's where your largest window usually is, so it makes good sense. If you don't know how to use it, have you ever used an umbrella before? Because that's all you do is you open it up. There it is, okay? It locks into place. There's my window. So I put it all the way up. Now it's locked. I put it in the windshield. I lean it down a little bit. And that's all that I need to do. When I get in the car, I hit the button just like I do on my regular umbrella. I fold it up, I can put it back in the bag, and I stick it right in either the side pocket, or I put it right in the glove box, or I can put it right, I actually put mine, Lou, right under the front seat, you know, just right there, because it just sits right there. It's also in a pinch, Lou, it's good to just keep the sun out if you're out in the park, right? You always got an umbrella if you need it.
Take it with you. It's like your personal sunshade, because honestly, it's big enough. It's 52 inches across. It's big enough that you could put two people underneath that. But at the end of the day, it's like I always say about this. This is the one you're going to use, because you don't have to sit there and debate. I got a 5-minute drive. Am I going to spend 2 minutes, at the end trying to fold up my sunshade? No. When you've got the BrellaShade, it compacts down nice and easy like this. And the other thing, guys, people actually tell me that if they drive a sedan, they're using these in the back window as well, trying to keep as much sun. Because I've seen people who've had the back of their cars cracked. Now, one thing I should mention, this right here, there are hook and fasteners right there. If you don't need to open that, then you don't have to. But if you want to get it, like in my truck, I have to get this around my rearview mirror. This fits perfectly around the rear as well. And remember, the sides of this are flexible. So if you do have a smaller windshield, it's going to fit in there. But the coolest part, like you said, if you can use an umbrella, you can use the BrellaShade. When you're done, boom, you close it down in a second and put it away. So there's no debate. You're not sitting there ahead of time. And Guy, down here in Florida, when the temperature's up, as you said, in the 90s, getting close to 100 degrees, it'll take you an entire trip someplace for the air conditioning to finally cool down the car. But if you start out with the temperature 30 degrees lower, you're going to use less gas. It's not going to work the air conditioning as hard, and you're going to be more comfortable at the end of the day, right?
I mean, that's the bottom line there. It's like, is there anything more obnoxious than getting into a car, let alone if you have, ladies, if you have, a skirt on, or if guys, you have your shorts on or whatever, you get in a car and you've had that vinyl or leather on your back side area. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You know how that feels.
You get in it and you still do it. You get in, you're like, and you jump up, right? And you lift your butt in the air. That's because that sun is beating down on your seats, right? And you don't think about it. Well, you know what? You don't have to think about it. All you do is pop it up. You're gonna get used to it. It's like starting your car. You get in your car, you pop it up, you pop it down, you're gonna love it. It's only $21.95 on sale today. If you wanna buy a couple of them, go ahead. Lou, I know you're coming back with origami, so I look forward to seeing you, buddy.
All right, buddy, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. All right.
You got it.
So, hey, Ebo, looks like I'm not getting an Evo today.